This is still I'm still here at the Christchurch Cathedral in Dublin, and I'm talking about boundaries. And of course, I've already talked about the church's boundaries, how these are clear boundaries. So how do we set boundaries? What do we do with these boundaries? The first thing you have to do, we have to look at other people's boundaries. If we don't recognize the boundaries that are surrounding us, other people's boundaries, we'll never properly navigate our own and hold our own, or even create proper boundaries. So first we have to learn how to spot someone else's boundaries, which is actually fairly easy. You just look at a person and actually look at them and not how they make you feel or think or judge them. First, just look at them, see who they are as a person, and you'll immediately recognize boundaries. So setting your own, though, the first thing to do is to understand that your boundaries are your own business. They're not someone else's business. They're not up for discussion. You might discuss boundaries with someone, someone you trust, but that's a different thing. What I'm talking about is having our boundaries and what do we do with them. So the first thing to do is to create it, think about it. Just come up with anything. You can say, all right, from now on, like I have one, something like someone in the family might be used to. It could be it's a relative, say a relative of yours. I have a relative who likes to just take things off my plate without asking me. So as a 53-year-old man, I've decided those days are over, and I didn't go have a discussion with this person. I didn't send them an email or text them, write them a letter. It's just when it happened, when this person took my food, I said, this is very, and by the way, when you set a boundary like this, it's good, it's well advised to do it kindly, but straightforward. This boundary that I set, this new boundary, after half a century, was I don't like people taking anything off my plate. Don't take anything off my plate anymore, please. I said please, but I was very clear, and then I just circled my hand and said, this is my space when I'm eating, and I don't like people coming in, so please don't touch my food. Now this shocked this family member because they were able to do it my whole life, but those days are over, and they're going to people will test your boundaries all the time, and it's very easy. You just always do the same thing. In this case, it would be, please don't touch my food. This is my space. I don't like anyone touching it. I would just repeat exactly what I said. If this happened a year from now, that's what I would do. So don't discuss it. Create your boundary. Don't discuss your boundaries, and hold them. And in occasions that call for it, just be kind, but firm. Very simple, very simple. The last thing you want to do as a man is whine about your boundary, tell everybody about it, announce it. Just have a clear boundary, set it, keep it, and keep it to yourself.